This time on Redefining Impossible, the podcast, we journey to the lush fairways and pristine greens of the golf world. But this isn't just any golfer's tale. This is the story of Perry Parker, a professional golfer from Laguna Niguel, California. Perry's life is a compelling narrative overcoming the challenges of Hemophilia A and mastering the art of golf, a testament to his resilience and dedication. Hemophilia severity is determined by factor activity levels, a measurement of how much factor you have in your blood at the time of diagnosis. The more factor you have in your body over time, the better your bleed protection is, which is why many people with hemophilia choose to treat prophylactically. Your doctor can perform measurements to evaluate the factor activity levels in your blood. Learn more about the importance of factor activity levels by talking to your doctor and visiting levelsmatter.com. Imagine the quiet hush of dawn on a golf course, where each fairway is a canvas of meticulous greenery, and every hole tells a story of precision, patience, and persistence. This is a sport that combines the tranquility of nature with the intense focus of the mind. Golf is more than a game. It's a dance of strategy and skill, a solitary battle against the elements and one's own limits. Each stroke is a blend of art and science, a test of both physical ability and mental fortitude. Here, amid the whispering pines and rolling greens, triumphs are not just measured in scores, but in the grace of each swing and the resilience of the spirit. In this world, every player, regardless of their journey, finds a unique path along these manicured paths, a testament to the timeless allure and the challenge of golf. Which brings us to pro golfer Perry Parker. Perry's path in golf began in the most unassuming way, playing with his grandmother on a public course.
I grew up in an athletic family. My dad was a coach and he played sports in college, so sports were important to our family. Obviously, I was the oldest, and with hemophilia, there was a lot of uncertainty on what was going to happen, what sports I could do. I tried a bunch of different sports, but I really got into golf playing with my grandmother once a week on a 9-hole public golf course. I started playing with her, and we just had a great time, and I really enjoyed the game.
His voice carries the warmth of these treasured memories, a simple beginning to what would become a lifelong passion and profession. But Perry's journey has been far from a leisurely stroll on the greens. Living with hemophilia A, he faced uncertainties and challenges that would deter many.
I have a very strict regiment, a routine of exercise. So I've done this my entire life, and I think that's really been the key for me to being successful. My dad was a coach. I knew that I had a number of severe bad bleeds when I was a kid where my arm got stuck and I had to go to physical therapy to work it out, all those kinds of things. So I knew the severity of the bleeding disorder was going to affect my career as an athlete. We tried to stretch as much as I can. So I stretch an hour a day, every day. So I have a stretching routine that I do every day. I have some of those stretches on my YouTube channel at Perry Parker Golf that people could check out. I also do weights, light weights. So I try to do light weights where I have a physical exercise routine where I try to keep my core strength, my upper body strength, and my leg strength up. So I do that. Don't really do a lot of heavy weights, but a lot of repetition, light weights, 5 to 6 pound weights. I work out with a medicine ball. That has been a huge thing for me, is work out with that medicine ball. And then I try to feel like I travel with a jump rope. So I know a lot of people in bleeding disorder can't do a jump rope, but for me, it's been a great thing.
This discipline and dedication to maintaining his physical fitness is not just about staying in shape. It's about managing his condition and ensuring his longevity in the sport. Perry's story is more about his achievement on the golf course. It's about inspiring others within the hemophilia community.
For 23 years, I've been a motivational speaker in the community, so I always try to go out, tell my story, tell me what I've been through as a person with bleeding disorder, how the ups and downs of having bleeding disorder have affected me as a person and as an athlete, how I've been able to handle my bleed. So speaking in the community is really one of the major things. And then also I'm involved in the Getting in the Game program that I do. And we go out and we do clinics for kids. We go out and take them out on the golf course. We play 9 holes sometimes. We also have the Junior National Championship, which is that we run every year. It's a yearly event where we bring kids from every chapter, 2 kids from every chapter, and we take them out on the course, and we give them, we teach them how to play golf, and then we take them out and they play 9 holes of golf and teach them how to play golf there. And we've developed a lot of kids in the bleeding disorder community that are now golfers, and they're in the PGA program, and they play college golf, some of them. So that's been really cool. So it's just about me getting out in the community, telling my story.
It's in these moments, sharing his knowledge and inspiring young golfers, that Perry's impact transcends his own achievements.
You know, most people with a bleeding disorder are resilient and have had to handle adversity. So we grew up knowing how to handle adversity. And golf is a lot like a roller coaster ride, and so is the bleeding disorder. So meaning that you can play great for a while, and then your game starts to go down, and you play bad, and you might play great, and then so it's kind of like a big roller coaster. And a bleeding disorder is the same. You know, like you feel good for a month, and then you might have 2 bleeds in a row. So you're dealing with a lot of ups and downs.
Perry's story is a powerful reminder that the barriers we face, whether in sports or in life, can become the very fuel for our greatest achievements.
I think golf is the perfect sport for a person with a bleeding disorder for a couple reasons. It's very physically active. If no one's ever played golf or played 18 holes and walked an 18-hole course, it is very physically active. And it's also, so you need to have endurance. So endurance is the key, being able to walk, being able to feel like you can make it through 18 holes, which is usually 4 to 5 hour round.
In Perry Parker, we find a man who not only defied the odds, but reshaped them to his advantage. His story is one of determination, skill, and the power of dreaming big, regardless of the challenges. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Redefining Impossible, the podcast. Don't forget to watch the film Redefining Impossible for free at EliteAthletesWithHemophilia.com. And thanks once again to Sanofi for sponsoring this segment. I'm Keith Korneluk, and I'll talk to you next month on Redefining Impossible, the podcast, only on BloodStream.